Let's play a game, shall we? You guess who is the angry, bitter, run-down old fart. If you guessed KUP, you're wrong. Oh, lighten up. Hey, what's up YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Sergeant KUP. So here we are, and there he is, another figure that I have been so eagerly anticipating and so happy to finally have. And we'll just get right down to it. Here is Sergeant KUP in his updated pickup truck mode, which is very, very nicely done. Nice Autobot symbol right there on the hood. Nice paint apps. Silver grille. The tail lights are actually a clear translucent plastic. Very nicely done. It's got the dual exhaust going on there. The tailgate actually works. You can bring this down. It's a nice little touch. For comparison here, we'll bring in... Oh, look who it is! It's his G1 self. Oh, look at that. I still don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. Cybertronian pickup truck. I don't know. It just, I never liked the way this looked. It's always looked weird to me. Get out of here, old man. But yeah, very nice. Come down here. You can obviously see KUP's arms. And here you have the weapon storage. There's KUP's rifle. And it just stores via this little port right here and this post right there. And you just feed the barrel through the port and just peg that in there. And it stores very nicely. And obviously the barrel is what gives you the dual exhaust. Now the rifle does have the now infamous clip. And he has two clip points right here on the top of the truck, so you can just take it, just clip it to the top here, so you can have a little gun wielding action. Hey, if you want, why not? Get one of these Power Core Minicons here to just man that gun. Why not? I dare say, why not? Even though he's a Decepticon, he shouldn't be doing it, but it's the only one that was close to me. But yeah, you can do that if you want. Comparison, Battle Blaze Bumblebee. And you can see he's basically a spot-on deluxe size. And yes, very nice. Rolls very well, rolls very freely. No clearance issues whatsoever. So, very, very nicely done alt mode. I really, really do like this. This is a very nice update to KUP. I prefer this a hell of a lot more than this thing, if you ask me. But, alright, so we'll get down to transformation. So, we're going to start off by taking the front tires, unpegging them, bringing them down, getting them out the way. Just kind of want to take them and crack them in half here. Bring this whole section up. And then you can bring out his arms. Like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring up the hood by pulling up on the roof section here. And that'll untab the hood. And everything tabs in very securely in the alt mode. There is nothing loose or floppy. Everything tabs in and tabs in securely. So once you bring that up, you want to take the hood, just tuck that in. And now you're going to take this entire section. You're going to grab the grill, this whole center section, and you're going to rotate it. And it's going to rotate. And you're going to snap it into place right there. Like so. You're going to take the backpack and... Get this junk out of the way. Take the backpack, just bring it down, like so. Grab his head, pull it up, snap into place. You can already see the light piping going on here. He has very nice light piping. See his eyes just glow a nice blue. You want to take his arms, bring them up. Take these wheels and bring these up onto his shoulders. Now I'll get to these panels in a second, but let me get down to his legs. You want to take the legs, split them. You want to bring the tailgate down and then keep on going, and that's going to bring his foot down. And now what you're going to do is you're going to bend his leg a little bit. That'll free up this panel. You're going to take it, just pivot it around like so. And you're going to bring this whole thing down like that. And you got a leg. Same thing here. Bring the tailgate down. Bring the foot down. Bend his leg to free up that panel. Bring it forward. And then just tuck it all the way. Oop. Be a little finicky. There you go. Just tuck it away right there. And you got his legs. Bring that backpack down. The backpack, in a lot of pictures, the backpack has been pretty much like up here. The backpack actually does tuck away a lot better than the pictures made it look. But that's basically it right there. There's KUP in his robot mode. Now, one thing that a lot of people have been bugging about are these panels right here on his arms, and yes, they are a pain in the ass. The best way I figure of kind of getting them out of the way is taking them and rotating them so they're pretty much behind his arms, which is okay because it kind of shows off the nice forearm detail there. And it does kind of get them out of the way, but they're not really out of the way. They still kind of clank against stuff when you try to pose them, but it's a minor gripe, but it can be a little bit annoying when you're trying to pose them, and these giant flaps are kind of getting in the way. But getting close here on his face, and you can see this light piping is just amazing. It's just going crazy. Let me just zoom in there. There we go. Very nice head sculpt. Loving the head sculpt. I mean, you can tell that's KUP, and he just has that old, weary look to him. He definitely looks like like he's been around the block a couple times. And very, very nice head sculpt. And that light piping is just, it's almost eerie how good that light piping is. And overall, the figure is very nicely done. He does kind of have a gap right here in his legs, and that's a little unfortunate. But what can you do? The backpack is not as horrible as pictures made it look. I mean, it tucks away better than the pictures depicted, but okay. And of course, you can't hold the rifle. You can hold it very well. And I did try, and Perceptor can't hold this either very well. So I don't think Perceptor's meant to hold a rifle. I think that's all there is to it. It's just not meant to be. But very nice. Articulation. The head's all a ball joint, so you pretty much go anywhere. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. They actually have two different sets of joints here on the elbow. They have this joint right here, and then they have a joint that allows it to bend like this, as you can see. And I guess that's just to pretty much accommodate different poses. Hips are on a ball joint, thigh swivel, knee joint. Can't bend his knees all that much. You can do a full 90 degrees, but it's okay. The feet go up and down. They do pivot. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Now, one thing about KUP is that since he has been through his fair share of battles, probably more so than anybody, Lord knows he loves to tell stories about him. He's been through a lot. I just wonder if sometimes during his free time, he just likes to lay back and just reflect on his life. I'm getting too old for this crap. Wheelie, get over here. It's time to wash my back. I have to tell you, I was expecting something a little deeper. Anyway. But all in all, though, it's an amazing figure. There are some little gripes with the figure, but all in all, though, very nicely done. And of course, with the clips here, it does have the 2 clip points up here, so you can take it and snap it up here if you want them to have the, kind of a shoulder-mounted rifle. And actually, the one aspect where these panels do, I guess, serve a purpose is you can rotate them around like this, and there actually are 2 clip points right here. So you can clip the gun. If you rotate it around, you can actually clip it. Oops. You can actually clip it to those panels. So I guess you could, you kind of load them up with guns if you wanted to. But it just looks kind of weird to me, if you ask me. I just kind of like to keep these panels the way they are. Just let him hold this gun. Hold his rifle. And for comparison here, we'll bring in Mr. Hot Rod. Little punk. Right there. And we'll bring in Perceptor. Why not? You can see he's a little bit taller than Perceptor at the head. But all in all, though, he is a very cool figure. I personally am not going to complain too much because the fandom as a whole has been begging for an updated KUP, and we finally got one, so I'm not going to complain because I love this character, and I'm happy to have this, in my opinion, pretty damn cool update. So I would say pick him up if you see him. He'll definitely look good on your Classics / Universe / Generations shelf, and I'm happy to have him. So I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Generations Sergeant KUP, and this is EmGo, rolling out.